السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Welcome back to Quran Arab and Matan al-Ajrumiyyah. In the last video, we have looked into the characteristics and how to identify a fi'l or a verb in the Quran using the identifiers prescribed by Matan al-Ajrumiyyah and also Quran Arab. In this video, we are going to learn about harf or particles. Ibn al-Jurum defines harf as al-harfu ma la yasluhu ma'ahu dalilul ismi wala dalilul fi'l. A simple way to translate this is al-harf is something that you don't see the signs of isim or fi'l on it. The characteristics of isim or fi'l is absent from a harf. Ibn Malik, one of the language scholar during the time of Andalusia, he said that the way to identify harf is similar to jim, ha, kha. The letters, those three letters, they share many characteristics. It looks about almost the same. The only way to differentiate a jim from a kha is where the dot is. Jim has dot in the middle, kha has dot on top, and ha is like harf. You identify harf by the absence of the markings of jim and kha. Unlike isim and fi'l, in Quran Arab, you will find that harf's discussion is very short. You won't find detailed or lengthy explanation about what harf is. That is because there's only two things that concerns harf. One is the alama or the signs of harf, and the second is the wadha'if, or the function of the harf. What does the harf do? And when it comes to functions, harf generally has one of two functions. First is the function of i'rab. It does what, for instance, harful jar, it makes the word that comes after it majroor, or harful nasab, it makes like the word that comes after it mansub. Harful jar will make the words that come after it kasrah, or harful nasab will make the words, the fi'l that comes after it fathah. So that is the function of i'rab of a harf. Now the second function is this function of meaning. So you have waw al-ataf. That means it connects between one statement and another. In English you have and. One and two and three. And is a particle that connects between the first statement and the second statement. And you also have al-istithna, or exceptions. Illa. So you say something like everybody goes to school except Ahmad. So except, the exception here is a harf, is a particle where the function is to make exceptions. And others is waw al-ma'iyyah, togetherness. So you have these two functions in harf. One is i'rab, it changes the haraka of the last letter of the next word. And the second one is meaning, where it may be joining two statements together, or making exceptions. Harf can be divided into three types. Now the first type is the ones that only accepts an isim or a noun after it. For instance, harful jar, min, ila, ala, and the rest of it. The word that comes after it will definitely be an isim. Or harful qasam, when you take an oath, wal fajr, or wal duha. So with the words that comes waw, ba, and ta, these are the letters of oath, taking an oath. The words that come after it definitely is an isim. Or harful nida, ya Ahmad, ya ayyuhan nas, O people, O mankind, O Ahmad. So the word that comes after ya is definitely an isim. The second type of harf is harf that comes before a fi'l. The word that comes after it has to be a fi'l, and this is, for instance, harful nasab or harful jazm. And finally, words that can go with isim and also fi'l. It plays well with the both types of kalam. An example of this would be harful istifham, or questions like ha and hamza. Anta, is it you? It goes well with both fi'l and isim. Now let's look at Surah Al-Asr. It's a very short surah, just 3 ayats, but contains a lot of harf. Now, to make it easy for us, we'll just turn on harf, so that all harf in the Quran turns to red in color. This surah begins with a harf. It begins with waw, wal asr. So what does this waw means here? What kind of harf is this? This is harf qasam. You can look into the third line now. Al harf, it's harf qasam. Harf qasam is an oath. You swear by something. In this case, Allah is swearing by time. Wal asr. And Allah takes an oath when there is a when the message that comes after it is very, very serious. Allah makes an oath to attract attention. Like today, when you want to give a statement, testify in court, you have to take an oath before it, because the gravity of the statement that you are making, then you take an oath by it. And when people make fun of your statement, people don't believe you, then you probably say, no, I swear this is the truth. And the same is in Arabic language. When the message is serious, is heavy, and people are not taking it seriously. So Allah swears by it. Allah says by time. And Allah will only take an oath by something that is great. And time, what greater thing can there be in our life than time itself? So here, waw al-qasam, the harf is harf qasam, and the wazifa, the function of the harf is tawqid, to emphasis, to attract attention, to call people to look into this matter, and this is something that is serious. And the next harf, you look into it, is inna. Inna is harf tawqid. Harf tawqid is an emphasis. So Allah is saying, innal insana lafi khusr, indeed mankind is in loss. Allah is saying, indeed, surely mankind is in loss. So harf tawqid, and the alamatul harf, the signs of the harf, you can see on the second line that the absence of the signs of isim and fi'al. So that is the sign of harf. When you can't see the signs of isim, or you can't see the sign of fi'al, it is a harf. The function of it is tawqid. And then the next one is la and fi. We're going to look into fi. Fi here means in, and it is a harf. Again, the sign is the same, that you don't see the signs of isim, you don't see the signs of fi'al, therefore it has to be a harf. And the type of harf is harful jar. And harful jar is the function. What is the function? The wazifa harful jar. At the bottom of it, below now al harf, it says wazifatul harf. The function of it is yajurul ism ba'da. It is to make majroor of the isim that comes after it. So after harful jar is definitely an isim. We've learned this in the video on isim. So after harful jar is definitely an isim, and the isim will be majroor. In this instance, the majroor is displayed by, you look at khus, tap on it, you can see that it is kasrah dhahira. The alamatul i'rab, the last part, alamatul i'rab is kasrah dhahira. So there is a kasrah at the end of it, khusrin. So you know that it is majroor. And why is it majroor? Because before it is harful jar. The next one is illa. Illa alladhina. Illa alladhina is except. This is harful istithna. So Allah made the first statement by saying that all human beings are in loss, except there are exceptions. Certain people are not in the state of loss. Who are these people? So Allah begins this ayah by saying except. Again, harful istithna, the sign of it being a harf is also that the absence of signs of isim or fi'al. And now al-harf istithna. Wazifa, the function of it is to make an exception, to take a portion out of the bulk of it, out of everything else. Now, what is this? What portion is this? Allah says, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, except those who have iman, those who believed and done righteous deeds. So, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا wa, you can see another harf there, wa amilu. Now, this wa is not the same as the first wa, wal asr. This wa is waw ataf. Alright, when it comes to waw qasam, we've explained this briefly earlier, that waw al qasam can only be followed by an isim, but waw ataf not necessarily. So in this case, amilu is not a harf. It's not, sorry, amilu is not an isim. It is a fi'il. You can see that. Now al-kalima, al-fi'il. This is waw ataf. Waw connection, the waw that connects a harf, a particle that connects between Two statements. Except those who believed and do good deeds. So this is another harf, example of harf waw, and the waw is waw ataf. And what does it do is عطف الجمل عطف الجمل, it connects sentences. Because إلى الذين آمنوا can be one statement there, and then وعملوا الصالحات, you not only have to believe, but you also have to do good deeds. And not only good deeds, you have to advise each other to the truth and advise each other to patience. So you have وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. So those are some examples of harf in the Quran, and there are many others which you can, if you use Quran Arab app, can simply turn the harf toggle on, and you will see all the harf in the Quran with the explanation to it, the type of harf, and what does it do. Inshallah, we'll meet again in the next video, and we will be explaining about what is i'rab and what is i'rab and what is bina, what is mu'rab and what is mabni. Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.